What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm Craig. We're going to be going over the charts. We're going to take a look at the Dow Jones and Bitcoin and tell you where I think it's headed ultimately, right? Bitcoin topped, in my opinion, 7 months ago, and I'll talk about that. We've literally been going sideways for 7 months. If it breaks up, I'm going to give you that target, and I'll also give you my downside targets. For those of you that have been around for a long time, understand that I do believe this is one huge cycle, and we are going to see some lower lows than people could even imagine. Most people, the bulls anyway. But this is definitely an area where the bulls and bears are going to be fighting until this breaks. And when it breaks, it's going to be a huge move. And we'll take about a look at where that could go. As you guys can see in front of me, I have the Wall Street cheat sheet. Let me know in the comments below if you're familiar with the Wall Street cheat sheet, where you think we're at. Do you think we're at belief, thrill, euphoria, complacency, anxiety, denial, panic? Where do you think we are in the chart? I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. And in the next video, I will go over those comments and see what's happening. So, like I said, I'm going to be doing videos again 3 to 5 times a week, trying to get back in the groove here, guys. I kind of slacked off of making videos. But like I said, again, we've been sideways for 7 months. It's actually been kind of boring, but we have put in some killer shorts and done an awesome job so far. But let's take a look at what's going on with the Dow. I told you if we broke above here, opened and closed above this trend line, we could look for as high as 44.3, 44.5 range, depending on when it hits this trend line. And that being a ending fifth wave diagonal. If we break above that and hold support, then these markets may continue to somehow go to the moon. I just don't see it, guys. It's when you take a look around at the real economy. Yes, the market and the economy are two different things, but eventually one overtakes the other, and the economy is the reality of what the economy is doing right now will come into fruition through the markets, in my opinion. None of this is financial advice, but I would be extremely careful if you are in these markets. Being rich on paper, meaning holding stocks, can be taken away from you very quickly. We've seen it in 2008, and I think this is going to be a lot worse. So if we did get up, let's say, up to this 44.3 before coming down, if it was about the same size crash we had in the great financial crisis, we'd be looking about 54. And if it is like the 2000 crash, going to be somewhere in the 26,000 range. If it was like the one over here, which was the great financial crisis, would be about 19.2. But I think it's going to be much worse than that. I think it's going to be more like this. We've been talking about it for a long time. As you can see, the market structure over here is almost identical to the structure of the Great Depression, right? And if you really think that people up here were calling for a crash back then, you're crazy. Everybody was super bullish. Everybody lost a whole lot of freaking money. It was a 89% crash. So it lost 89% of the market. If that happens again, it could get very ugly, guys. Talking like a 4,000 point Dow. Do I think it's going to go that low? I mean, it could. It doesn't even have to go that low. If it did a 50% crash, people are going to lose tons of money. So I would just be extremely careful there if you are playing in these markets, or if you have most of your money in these markets. I would just be extremely, extremely careful. For those of you that want to trade, check out Prime XBT. They do support the channel. Look down below. You'll see the link down there. Sign up, and you can get a 20% sign-on bonus. So if you was to deposit $10,000, you would get a $1,000 bonus. Actually, $2,000 bonus, right? So if you did 4,000, you would get $800 bonus. So you get 20% of whatever you deposit as a bonus to use towards your margin. 25% off of your fees. Your trading fees. You could trade Dow, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, everything, all from one exchange, so you don't have to keep fumbling around with different exchanges. And I do suggest anyone doing anything on the internet, even if you're not trading, definitely should be using a VPN. It keeps your computer address hidden from hackers, so they can't hack into your accounts, bank accounts, whatnot. I do have a pure VPN link down below that does give you a huge discount by using that link also. So anyways, let's get into it. So this was the short zone between 69 and 72 that I gave you way back in May, right? And like I said, for 7 months, we just been ranging, guys. Could this be a BART pattern? If you guys been around long enough, you'll know the Bart Simpson pattern, where this is his hair, and then you make a big headline, right? We'll see what happens. But let's take a look at our next targets, right? Let me get this out of the way. As you can see here, our RSI on the 4-hour has topped out. And if we zoom in here, you'll see that this high, if this 4-hour closes, we got 2.5 hours as of the time of making this video, closed below this 65.8, then we made some hidden bearish divergence where we made a higher high in the RSI, a lower high in the price action, which would mean this move is done, right? I did give you guys this short area weeks ago, right? Way over here. Looking at this as an ABC. Now, there was another count, this white one. Looking at this as an ABC, and as you can see, I put the fibs from the low to the high to the low, and a 1-to-1 extension would get you to about 68.5-ish, give or take, right? If it does get one more push up here, that would be the next area to short. If you are already in this shorts and just put your stops at break even or a small loss here, and you're still in this short, safe trade, guys. That's what people don't understand. They think if you short, you lose everything. Well, if you're using stop losses and you're shorting at key areas, just like I said, if this does break, this will be my next short area, right? Around 68.4, 68.5, start putting in shorts. Now, if this trend line breaks here, and that would be somewhere around 69.2, somewhere in there, and it holds above this trend line, then we could see another push to a high. But anyone watching this channel knows where that is, around the 75 to 84,000. I do not think it's going to 100,000. So everybody wants to talk about this big bull flag, right? That's far too big to be a bull flag, in my opinion, considering the size of the flagpole. If you guys were around for any period of time, you'll remember this big supposed bull flag here, this bull flag here, this bull flag here, this big bull flag right here. Everybody was saying this was definitely going up to 25,000, blah, blah, blah. And this was even considered a bull flag here. Same type thing, guys. Remember, 7 months we've been here. 7 months in this location here. I do think, guys, when all these EMAs cross over here the next time, it will start a big downfall. Does that mean it goes down $50,000 in one day? No, it could take quite some time, just like these did, right? This was November of 21, and it ended in November 22. So that was 1 year. This could be another year, could be 2 years. But what I'm trying to say is just make sure you guys have a plan, because it could look definitely like this. This is another market structure. This is the Amazon.com bubble here. You had your 3 highs, crash. 3 highs, crash, in my opinion. I talked about this when this broke, right? Every time one of these trend lines break on this daily, you can come back up and retest this. So even if it did that, could get us to that 68 for or whatever range that we talked about a minute ago. But either way, I think we have a lot further down to go, guys. Let's see where this daily closes. As of right now, we're not showing divergence, but if this daily closes with a higher RSI than we have price action, we could be showing some bearish or hidden bearish divergence there too. We'll be watching for that. But this is the bullish count, right? If this is a distribution, Wyckoff distribution, up in this range is your areas to get the hell out, in my opinion, because most people are going to be waiting for that 100,000. But again, nothing to say we have to go up to this range. I think that was about it, all I wanted to go over. Again, guys, I will be making videos daily again, so stay tuned. And let me know in the comments where you think we're at on this Wall Street cheat sheet. Do you think we have a lot higher to go? Do you think we've topped out? Let me know what your thoughts are on the ending 5th wave diagonal for Dow Jones. And curious to see what you guys got to say. See you in the next video. Be safe out there. Trade safe. Use stops. And I'll see you in the next one.